Hi guys. Put this down a little bit. No, it's just a day. Man, that was a horrible hangnail. Anyway, I thought, after, I sit in bed usually for about 4 hours marketing, sharing your stuff, sharing my stuff, sharing, other people's YouTube videos and channels and whatnot, and because I think it's the right thing to do. You don't need to be told to do something, just like a lot of you think you need to be told what to do and this or that. So that's okay. I don't pay your mortgage. I only pay my rent. I don't pay yours. So I'm not here to tell you what to believe, what not to believe. I'm just tossing out seeds. That's it, just seeds. So I'm laying here. I was laying in bed and finishing up my marketing. I got up, made a mukbang already. I'll be editing that and putting that on this channel pretty soon. And I was listening to some nice music while I was eating. And, as soon as I'm done eating and I say bye, then I instantly go back to my book, which was, oh, fudge, an audio book. I was going to look for the picture, but it's on this phone. Which was, oops, not that one. That one? No, not that one. Wait a minute. Where's the Messenger? There it is. And Messenger, the book was, there's my baby. Isn't she cute? Let me see. That book. Okay. So I'm watching that. I'm listening. Okay, that's not mine, but it really looked good. Malachi, that looks good. Your vegan biscuits. Melly Mel, what is flanky? What is flanky? Melly Mel? Hi guys, how you doing? Okay, let me stop this. So, I say that to say, family, meet family, no spam, thumbs up. Come on now, when you come to somebody's house, you're supposed to bring a gift. Well, I'm just old-fashioned like that. So, let me teach you something. The gift, when you go to somebody else's house, on here, is the thumbs up. Okay, thank you. And say hello and meet your brothers and sisters, okay? Meet your brothers and sisters. There you go. Morad, where have you been? Where have you been, Morad? I was hoping to do some stuff with you. Well, if you're ever bored and you're in North Vegas, you feel free to just stop by and pick me up because I'm always home and readily available. Hey, I'm fat and happy. What can I say? Just sitting here in my happier second half of life than the first, enjoying every bit of life that I can. So now come on real quick, give the young ones a couple of morsels to, bite on, a couple of seeds to plant, oh, I forgot to turn that off. Dang it, I hate that. Let me turn that off, sorry. I hate it when other people's bells go off, so I gotta remember to turn mine off too. Anyway, so I was listening to that book this morning and just trying to remind myself to be the wonderful nature girl. Because, I know a lot of people don't like that word witch, or they don't like this, or they don't like that. And I'm not here to care about how you feel about that. I'm just here to say, stop being so wishy-washy and just try something new. When was the last time you read a book that you wouldn't normally read? When was the last time you just, went a different way to work? When was the last time you just did something out of your ordinary? Which brings me to my next point in the title of this video. Stop complaining. Especially you YouTubers. Just shut the heck up. It does no good to complain. You watched my video. I didn't watch your video. Blah, 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 blah. And at the end of the day, if that other person didn't take time to be as kind to you as you were to them, you're not going to help improve their stupidity or their laziness. So why are you complaining? Especially since they're probably not hearing you complain. So why are you complaining? It takes a lot of energy. Yes, that's right. It takes a lot of energy to just continuously complain about something you can't change. The only thing we can do in any situation, I'm not just talking about YouTubers. I'm talking about everybody in life. Why are you complaining about your neighbor? Even me, I had to stop complaining about my neighbor. That's why I decided to move upstairs, even though sometimes my knees don't like it. But you know what? It's going to force them to keep going, right? So I don't have any choice. I have to get my big butt back up the stairs so I can sit in my comfy chair. you know, and I know it doesn't mean no good. So I prayed about it and I just got to let it go. He has the right to be a stupid freaking idiot as all he wants. I don't pay his rent. I only pay mine. So I had to find peace within myself and stop complaining. Okay? So thank you. I try. And thank you for my thumbs up. I appreciate that. But it just, it's really, and then one thing that I don't get, Pecan, is how are you gonna start? Okay, wait. Let me recant that. Let me recant that. I would love to have a sit down lunch with a few people that start out whatever channel and then they switch it up to drama. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm almost 60. I want to have a good flipping retirement too. I want to get up and know that, hey, I can just call the pharmacy and order my pills no matter how much they cost. I want to get up in the morning and go to the app thing for um, Instacart and just order my groceries. I want to do that too. I want to get in an Uber and I want to go over Morad's house and I want to go, hunting with him. I want to go to the indoor flea market that's on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday and sell my handmade jewelry. You know, I want to do those things too. I am not going to lower my energy, and I am not going to lower your energy with all of this way. And then you know what Pecan did? And then Pecan said, and I don't have time for people that want to keep up with no dang Joneses. There's no keeping up. You're your own competition. Yeah, yeah. And I'm like, are you serious with this mess? That, well, now I just go back to watching Bugs Bunny because it's like I used to like you until you just, why are you talking about some, you don't even know. You don't know if that's the truth. Why would you even dabble your fingers in that to give an opinion? There's always three truths: yours, mine, and the truth. And you're on what I think, and then Pecan, and then I saw Pecan's video, and they were eating, lobster, but in the other video, they said they were allergic to lobster, so they're lying, and you don't know. I don't know anything about you. There's no way on this planet I'm ever going to pick up the dang cell phone and say, so and so said whoop de whoop de whoop de whoop de whoop, and da da da, and I think about it. No. Mm-mm. I'm going to speak on what I know, and you guys already know by this channel and my other 7 channels. Okay, no, not the other 7 channels. Well, because, I have a channel for each specific thing in my life. This channel is for eating, pretty much. So I keep it on that. Now I do post like stuff like this, and then I put it on my other channel that it would really normally go on, which is my angel channel, when I do my motivational kind of sort of speaking stuff, and say, hey, don't forget, you believe in something higher than yourself. Now, what's going to happen to you when you get to the other side of whatever you believe, and it's your turn to stand up in line and face source, and you're going to be like, well, see, what had happened, source, is, well, Tasha said, no, source don't care about Tasha. And what Tasha told you to do, source cares about what you did, I think, you know. And I'm not telling you what to believe. This is my channel. I'm just telling you what I believe. Source is going to say, you go to the back of the line. Go to the back of the line. I'm going to give you, let's see, 1,507,000 people to think about what you just did when you had skin. And I don't want to be in that position, because I know God, she gonna be like, Tosh, that that was your best choice. You thought it would be okay to get on YouTube and talk about blah 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 blah, and that wasn't none of your business. You go to the back of the line, girl. Go to the back, and you get no chicken. You're on chicken. You're on chicken restriction for the next 5 lifetimes. For those of you that don't know, I love chicken. Yes, it's one of those things I could eat every single day of my life. Of course, you cook it various different ways. But I'm still an old-fashioned fat black chick. That's PHAT. And, fried and barbecued, my 2 favorite, okay? So, but now that I have a dog, I do bake hers with no seasoning and put lots of vegetables in her dog food. So. Okay, neither can I. And I know a lot of people write, a chicken again? And you're more than welcome to buy me lobster. I wouldn't mind that at all. Or a nice, some scallops. I'm not too keen on those shell open things. What do you call the things you open it and you pick the little thing out and eat it? Oysters? Yeah, I'm good with that. Unless they're fried. If they're fried in cornmeal, I do like those. I do like those little hot sauce. Yeah, I like those. Okay. So hey, when you guys ready to start buying my jewelry, and I can afford to eat something else besides chicken, I would happily do that. Oh, but pecan, you know what? So by the grace of God, next week, it's my goal. Next week, we are gonna go to uh some little casino. Of course, in every gas station here, there's a casino, right? No matter how small. It's a lot of, yeah, and I forget, because I'm from San Jose, and so when I moved here, I didn't expect to go to the gas station at the corner, and expect to see 20 slot machines there. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so that's where we're going to be. So my goal, Pecan, is to go to okay, so I want to go to Texas Station first, because I heard that they have really cheap buffets there. So that is my goal for next week, to go to a buffet at the Texas Station. There's a lot of little. And when I say little, I mean it's not the MGM, you know. Oh, how wonderful. That is one place where I always wanted to go. Because I'm older now, I just don't have that desire to go out of the country a whole lot like I did when I was younger. Primarily because I don't want to take 17 shots. And I just don't have that desire to bring crap home with me. I know that's kind of like paranoid, but hey, better safe. And there's a whole lot of, USA to see. Anyway, so my great grandpa is Irish. And you know what? Oh, shoot. One of these days I'll use that as the witchy-jigger picture. And so I have always felt more attracted to there. And uh, what did it say on that DNA thing? I'm really not understanding that DNA thing, so I don't want to like fully believe in it because, well, I know spit is good for some things, like cleaning off, blood if you poked yourself or something. But my mind doesn't get it. I understand we have a mass spectrometers and this trometer and that trometer to look inside and look inside and look inside and look inside. But how you still know? See, I'm old school. If you didn't take blood, well, no, not, it's just, no, no. Um, so one of these days I'm going to get there. That is one place. And where else did I want to go? No, not Africa, black people. Everybody black don't want to go to Africa. Um, I would like to go to Hong Kong for 2 days. And, okay, not right now. Um, okay, I forgot. Oh, I want to go see my son in the UK where they have those, the stones. Not right now. Yeah, yeah. No, not right now. When a few million of them die off, no offense, yeah, I'll go because I'm sure germs will be a lot less. Um, in the meantime, glad there's YouTube. I go on YouTube and I try to put myself there, Pecan, but I'm like that and New York and places with mm, I'm good. I'm good. That's why I just said like for 2 days because I'm sure probably after I ate some of the good food and stopped at that huge ass Hello Kitty store, I'd be ready to come home. Yeah, yeah. And then I have to eat so much, it would put me to sleep on that 14-hour flight home. Ah, oh, I would really love to go to the Philippines and eat some of that back, food. Yes, I've even had the blood gravy. It was good. It was good. I ain't eating no half dead chicken though. I'm not eating no little chicken egg shit stuff. No, no, not that. No, I'm good with that. I'm good with that. It's either fried or yeah. There's no in between. There's no in between stuff. So anyway, um, it's so funny because I could see him and my grandmother, my great grandmother, standing side by side, and oh my God, he was so handsome, and of course, Granny's so beautiful, and I wish I could remember. Oh, you know what? Maybe. Okay, well, I'll put it up next time. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna find it and put it on Facebook. So if you're on Facebook, Tasha L. Harris, all put together. I'm the only one. I'll put it there. And all this thinking about other people just really, and I'm not wasting time thinking about other people. I'm constantly putting myself in check. Am I somebody that I would want your children to associate with? Okay, because what I always consider is, Pecan, I don't want, your kid coming to you saying, I thought you said Tasha was a good person. And you say, well, honey, she is. Why? What happened? Well, on her wall, she put da 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 da. Are you sure? Let me go see. Oh, well, she did put that, mother breastfeeding picture up because Facebook said we don't want to see that. So Tasha was protesting the fact that Facebook said that. That's why she did that, you know, because if you can post, and I'm not a political person, so don't write to me about this. I don't, yeah, this isn't the time for that, and I don't want to talk about it anyway. Um, oh, bless your heart, honey. Bless your heart, and bless him too. I feel you. Well, it's just like I recently, just like, okay, last year, I think it was, that I actually finally got addicted to Instagram. Because even in Facebook, on any social media, I have two brothers that's into politics, so I only see their posts, politics. Other than that, you know what's in my post? Oh, bless your heart. Ditto. I enjoy my silly little kitten videos and the doggy videos, of course, the crystals, I'm a crystal. Oh, in case you didn't know, I'm a crystal aholic. And there's more over there on the altar. Okay? So, yeah, if it's not pretty or funny, it's not coming through my feed, honey. And that's another thing people complain about. I'm sick of seeing da 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 da. Then it's up to you, idiot. Change it. What do you. I don't need to read your post and then I unfriend those people. Because if you're not intelligent enough to change your own feed, why are you complaining? I mean, there's some serious stuff to vent, not complain about. Like people that really need help. De-stress. You need to de-stress. You need to see a whole bunch of beautiful, kitten playing around. Or you know what, sister? You know what I want to tell you is, do you ever watch the do you ever watch the kittens and they feed them ice cream and they? It is so funny. Yes, it is so funny to watch the kitten. The dog eating ice cream isn't nearly as funny as the cats eating ice cream. It is just so hilarious. So, jewelry, business owners, um, beautiful pictures of the mountains and deer and streams and flowers. Even people that post, too much, I hate this person for this. No, unfollow, unfriend. I just don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. Yes, the peanut butter. Oh my God, that is so hilarious. Oh, that's so funny. Oh, I just love it. Or music, even people that post a bunch of music, because you know what? I want to hear what you hear. Feel free to, I don't know. Uh, do you make videos? Oh, we can't post that in videos on YouTube anyway. Dang it. Okay, but you can leave a comment. So you can tell me a group or something, and then I want to go hear that music, person, group, whatever. Say growing. There's too many things in life to be complaining about. And just like my mama said, if you're so busy looking backwards, you're about to trip over something and bust your head wide open because you're not looking forward. You know? You're not looking forward. So how the heck can you see where you're going? Complaining about that person because they did da da da. Complain about that person because they did da 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 da. You don't even know that person. Ain't never been to their house. People on here on social media, we already know. They are pretend. What do you call that? Okay, don't tell me. Don't tell me. My son just told me about this. Catfish, right? That's what it's called. When you pretend to be something you're not, that's called catfish, right? And oh my God, that broke my heart. Oh, I can't even watch that. I can't. Oh, that just hurt my heart so bad. Oh, woosah. I need a lighter so I could light my sage and calm down. That hurt my heart so bad. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not stupid. I know things like that exist, just like I know the news exists, but I don't watch no dang news either. It's depressing. Who wants that? You know? I surely don't. I got too many other beautiful things I could be looking at, beautiful things to be talking about, family members to join and learning something new, you know? So I ain't got time for that. And I love you, and I know that, you want everybody to join your channel, but I can't. I can't. Even in my Witchjigger feed, which I just learned really how to use. Diamond painting. Oh, I never heard of that. Yes. Oh, and that's another thing. I'm sorry, all you, Facebook people. I just can't watch all those, this person's missing and this person's missing and this little 6-year-old got raped. I just can't. Oh, I just can't. I can't. I can't. And maybe that's whatever of me. I don't even know the word. I just, oh no. Now, don't get me wrong. The first thing even before I open my eyes, I pray for all those people. The seniors that are abused, the husband that the wife abused because her football team didn't win at the bowl thing, whatever, the big football, the football big game thing, whatever that's called. Oh, okay. And see, even that, I tell my niece, that's pretty much what she said. She doesn't want the kid. And, you know, baby sleep. You put the camera over there so they never see my face. Like normally, like now, I wanted to come on and just leave it that way. And then I thought, oh, whatever. I'm not a vain person, but I understand. I understand. But if you wanted to say something, you could just hold up a picture in front of the thing and then we'd never see you. But I feel you. I feel you, you know. Uh, yeah, I just, if I wanted to see all that, I'd watch the news. And I haven't seen television in 7, 8 years. I mean, I have one, but, that's another bill that I just don't want to pay for. So I don't. I have internet, and whatever I feel like seeing is on there. You know. Now there's lots of Bugs Bunny on YouTube, so I'm good. Carol Burnett, Mrs. Brown boys, you know, that I'm good. But all that, ugh. Aw, bless your heart. Bless your heart. And okay, so Janet Jackson had her baby at 50, right? And I'm like, okay, God, I know I've asked for children all my life. This is no time for jokes. Okay, this is no time for jokes. Oh yeah, I forgot. It still takes two. I'm good. I'm good. I'm so good. you know. Ah, but if I did, I'd probably just live and roll with the punches. Roll with the punches. Um, but all that I call it umming and ahhing and lollygagging. I don't have time for no lollygagging. I don't have time to sit here and listen to you complain about something you can change. If I was mad at my neighbor and I told him so. Next time you want to act a fool and come home at 4 in the morning blasting whatever kind of music that is, we'll just have the police have a little discussion with you. Because I don't have a problem asking for help in any area of life. Any area, okay? Least of all, messing with my sleep? Heck no. That is so rude. The average human being, worker, not worker. Oh, her toy fell over the balcony again. That is one thing I do complain about. Anyway, yeah, so he's my neighbor under my butt is a lot better, thank God. And yet, who is that? Um, the people with these dogs. Looky here, people. If you got a dog, don't a huge Marmaduke dog, or I call them horse dogs. Anything bigger than uh anything bigger than 5 pounds is not supposed to live here. And they got these dang horse dogs, I call them, because that Marmaduke dog is like a horse, or what's the dog with the keg? And Yeah, and I used to have a snake. Yeah, she used to live right there in her huge 100-gallon tank. I couldn't afford to feed her anymore, so I had to give her to somebody who could. Oh, that was my heart. I had her for 8 years, 7 years, 8 years. Excuse me. Yeah, I know a lot of people go, ew, snake. Yeah, but you know what? Let me tell you this about that. Those of you who went, ew, no noise. I could feed her once every 6, 9, 12 months, and she'd be good. No noise, no smell, no cleanup. Unlike this hoe, every day, twice a day, I gotta feed her. Every day, 3 or 4 times a day, I gotta walk her and pay attention and pet her and all that stuff that helps us stay alive, right? And I'm very happy to have my little baby. Have you seen my baby? Yeah, that's true too. Until I learned really, when I lived in the country. Yeah, see, the country has a liquor store on the corner. Country, the nearest liquor store is 10 miles away, which mine was. Okay, when I lived in Gilroy, California, and yeah, I learned to just talk to them, and I'm like, look, I got hairspray, right? And then the landlord, she come in my room. Oh, that's just a daddy long legs. Those are the good kind. They eat other bugs. Okay, cool. Well, still, same goes. If you go past that crack in the wall right there, you're mine. Come on. And George never did. And then George apparently would tell all the other spiders, she will kill you. Now, why did it take you 7 times, 7 tries, huh? Come on, say hello to Pecan. Say hello. Say hello. No. Say hello. No. I give you kisses. You don't give me kisses, remember? Say hello. I'm 3 years old. I'll be 4. No. I'll be 4 on. Hi, Salt. I'll be 4 on March 16th. And I've been with my mama, this mama, for 2 years. And I'm spoiled rotten. All I want is chicken, 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 chicken. Because when mama first got me, she had a lot of money. And that's all I had every day. Chicken and vegetables all mushed up together. And I love it. And she don't give me no chicken. Not even when she ate it earlier. After she fried 3 pieces of chicken, she ate it right in front of me. Pecan, slap her. Slap her, Pecan. Just slap my mama and tell her to give me some chicken. Yeah, that's my heart. Huh? Huh? That's my heart. Huh? That's my heart. That's my heart. That's my heart. Now, what were you barking about? Huh? What were you barking about? You must have been looking outside your window. I'm gonna give you a bath. Look at your little feet. They're so black. No, they're so black. How come those feet are black, but your front paws are kind of like still pink, huh? What's up with that? Huh? 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 Yeah, it's my baby. My baby. No, don't you do it. Oh, good girl. Good girl. Now, how come you didn't eat your piece of cauliflower on the floor, huh? Because you're being stubborn and you wanted chicken, huh? There's some cauliflower on the floor. Go get it. Go get it. Oh, because I didn't put no butter on it, huh? See, you just so mean. You so mean. Some snakes are terrifying. It's just like anything else. And I'm so happy to say I've really gotten over all my fear of all that stuff. Because we know everything is the same. I'm only afraid of you because, Tasha, you're a huge fat black chick. That's PHAT. And you might step on me. So let me hurry up and run. Well, thank you. I try. And you know what? It doesn't do me any good to be afraid of stuff. So, in order to get over that fear, you know what I did? A lot of years ago, when I purposely made it my mission to get over those things that I didn't like, those fears of things like spiders and bugs and stuff. So my neighbor had a grandson, and her daughter and husband were going to go on vacation. Somebody needed to watch the tarantula, and it wasn't going to be Rachel, my neighbor. She said, "Oh, you better go up there and you better beg Tasha and feed Tasha all her favorite foods, and maybe she'll watch it." Yeah. And of course it's a challenge. And yet, you know what? I feel so good now. I can just look and say, okay, you got into 2 hours, so however you got in here, you need to find your way out. But at least I know I stopped killing stuff with hairspray. Now I'll get something, scoop them, put them outside. Uh, so it was interesting, that little tarantula. Yeah, you got to put the water in the cotton, and the cotton goes in there. And you saw the little cut on her head. They took the poison sac or whatever out. But the thing that amazed me so much is I really didn't think that they were going to feel like anything. And they just, oh my God, and it tickled so bad. And I'm like, you better take it or else I'm going to slam her into the wall. Because, and their little feet just tickled so bad. Well, I wouldn't want somebody walking around killing my kid, you know, and stepping on my kid. So I'm thinking God might not like it if I step on her kid. I would have to run away. Well, you could run away, but you still have a house to live in. I just think that their house is out there. So their house is way bigger than mine, and that's where they need to be. So, I did suck up one or two in the vacuum, but I emptied the vacuum right away. Now there's Mama said there's more room out than in, so yeah, they could be out there. I'm good. I'm good. They could be out there. Buy a house. You would burn the house down, huh? Oh my goodness, how funny! And a lot of people ask, and we're back. Well, and I can feel you because a lot of people, we don't understand things, and we grow up watching television. I mean, snakes on the plane, really? Now, if you live in Australia, that's something altogether other. The biggest country that has the most venomous snakes in the world. Yeah, I wouldn't like that very much. Plus, they run really quick. Yes, they do. Thus, the hairspray. Yeah, well, that is one of the biggest fears. Spiders and snakes, and then come rats. So that's why I would never, if you came to my house, I would never tell you I had a snake because you would never know it was here. You would never know. So it used to be over there where the chair is, over here, and I put a blanket over it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I understand. It's challenging seeing something move with no legs. And I left the blanket there because, for the maintenance people, because I didn't tell them. I didn't tell them that I had a snake. Of course, people freak out. So I left the blanket on top, the door, then I would just put the blanket down. And most, excuse me, most of the maintenance guys, they knew that I had a snake. I wouldn't cover it or anything. They never, you just don't think to go around looking, to see if somebody has a snake. I used to have like 35 snakes because just like other children, they need adopting too. So of course some idiot goes and buys a snake at the whatever pet show, brings it home. Of course, it's just this big, but the guy that sold it to you doesn't tell you that the python or the Burmese python that started out this big is going to get to be 30 feet long. Yeah. So they leave it in a closet someplace and they move and they leave the snake there. Well, just like anything else in life, somebody needs to be able to, take it in until it's rehomed, blah, 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 blah. And that would be me. So I like snakes because they don't make any noise, because they're clean. I don't have to feed them like this one every single day. I mean, Jake, she only ate, because now I just get a disability check and it's challenging to feed me and her. So I could only afford to feed her like once every 6 months or so. Well, that's kind of horrible. Okay, my dear, have an awesome day. And hugs and love to the baby. Bless your heart, my dear. Thank you for stopping in. Um, so I know she was hungry because she would bang her nose a lot on the top. And she would be more active, even if it was cool in here. Rats as big as your foot, plus some. Well, if you wear a size 8 shoe, she ate rats that big. In a good month, she'd eat 4 of those things. At $15 a pop, it just wasn't in my budget anymore, you know. Oh, and on hot days, because I live in Vegas, right? So let's pretend I actually went out of the house on a hot day. If it's 90, I don't go outside. Okay. Stupid me. If it's 85, I don't go outside. No, I don't. So let's pretend I went out and got a couple of pieces of groceries, came back in. So you're hot. Your body, is just radiating heat. Yeah, I don't do live. I don't do that live stuff. That's dangerous for my snake. Yeah. So I would take her out. I'd put her on my feet, and because, they're cold-blooded. Oh, and that felt so good to have her just sitting on my feet, and then she'd move a little to a cold place and move a little to a cold place. Oh, that felt so good. Or even, I'd wrap her around my neck, and of course she always wants to cling to my face and break my glasses and stuff. If I got my wig on, she wants to go, twirl up in my wig and stuff like that. And her cold body would just, oh, it would feel so good, cooling me off from the 120 degrees it was. I do love rats too. I love everything. I really do. But rats are some of the most intelligent beings on this planet. They are. People don't realize. And I'm sure there's other people in the stream here or later going to go, ew, you like rats? That's disgusting. No, it's not disgusting. Those critters are so freaking intelligent, man. But no, I never fed live. And I only bought from companies that bred to feed, not pets. Yeah, yeah, you know. And now I got this thing, and every day I gotta feed her twice a day. And if I don't feel good and don't get out of bed that day, and then she poops in the bedroom, when she's mad at me, she poops in the living room. Jake never did that. And Jake's poop is like this. So when Jake would poop, yeah. Yeah, see, and I don't believe in doing things like that. If I know I'm having company, I won't do things like that. Because I know that's most people's biggest fears, snakes and spiders. Um, but Jake, I feed her, 4 or 5 rats, and she puffs up kind of like a big balloon, and she just sits on the hot side of the tank and mellows out. And that's it. When she poops, I get the hair dryer, and you pick it up, and I fling it outside. And that was it. When this one poops, oh my gosh. Well, it would be nice. It would be nice. LSP, hi. How are you, sister? We're just talking about crazy folks and doing new things and going outside of our uncomfortable zone. uh, it's so interesting, how not how okay, so it was like this. I think I was, let's see, pretty much divorced my family when I was 28. That was my biggest challenge because we think that's your sister, you're supposed to stay together. No, that's not true. That's not true at all. Well, thank you. Sometimes I am. uh, so after I divorced my sisters, my brothers were cool. Oh, yeah. Well, I think I do. I've been told I'm a good reader. I can't judge myself. I just hear and say whatever your grandmother, grandfather, whatever tells me to say. That's it. Whether you like it or not, that's it, you know. Yeah. So I knew it was best for my health to let go. And that took a lot of years to get over, but at least I started the process and I'm so much happier for it. And then after that, so that took like, therapy in 2 years. So then after that, I said, okay, what else am I going to get rid of? Because I can't be growing older and staying stuck in the same position, you know? So then I said, okay, what's next? Okay, so I was afraid of black people. Because they picked on me all my life. Why you act like a white girl? Why you look like the... And my mother was one of these really anal retentive Capricorns, thank God. Thank God. You know, uh, you don't wear this and you don't say that. And ladies don't do this and ladies don't do that. And blah, 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 blah. I don't believe in everything she said. Like, I would be like, Salt, can I borrow $5? Because I need gas to get to work. But I pay you back Friday. No, we don't borrow money. Mother would say, you don't borrow money. No, you don't go ask LSP. Can I have $15 to get something to eat? No, you don't ask for help. No. Yeah. I grew up in San Bernardino, California, where there's only blacks and Mexicans. Yeah. Okay, there was a couple of white families there, but not a whole lot, you know? Yeah. Yeah. What do you mean? My mother taught me as best she could. Whatever that looks like to you is your own effed up opinion, and you're entitled to it. I'm not asking you why you're stupid or why you have this much hair and you're trying to make a ponytail. Do I ask you that? You know? So I fixed it by allowing God to send me to Oakland. Man, I was scared to death. Okay, we're back. So I get to my cute little apartment. Cute. And that's one thing I'm so grateful for no matter where I live. It's like I always had the biggest and best apartment for whatever that area, was. So I lived upstairs, above the landlord, the largest studio, and I paid like a whopping $250 in 19. Let's see, Tupac died in 96, 95, 94, 93, 92. In 1992, I moved there. And once you learn to not go, when you see the blood stains on the carpet, or on the wall that they really didn't clean off. Yeah. It's easy then not to let things bother you. So, of course, the liquor store, what do you call it, where the dead people go to, before you have, mortuary, church, or butcher. Oh, I miss that so much. I cannot tell you how much I miss the butcher. Yeah, okay, so, and the cemetery was on the other side of the street. That was the office before the cemetery, mortuary thing, where you go sign paperwork and stuff, have the wake, and then the church, and then the liquor store with the butcher. It was so great because you know what, Saul? So, okay, so let's pretend it's payday, right? And I go there and I get my $50 worth of meat package. Yeah, a meat package. Now, I know that in probably in South Carolina. Don't get on me, sister, about that. If you watch this video, it's too long for you to watch. You're not going to watch it. Okay, never mind. In South Carolina, I think they still have what they call like meat packages and stuff, but I know they have it so good. So I would give you $50, and instead of that meat package that you have on, so they got the butcher paper, and then they just write whatever it consists of that package for $50. I don't want that. Give me 5 pounds of bologna. Give me two, chickens. And mind you, now then they go in the back and they cut the chicken in pieces, right? Yes, yes, okay. And let me have the real bacon to where it's like this, and and they put in the base this thick, so you only eat like two pieces, and then you're. And okay, so give me that package. Oh, and so, by the way, I want you to order me. This was when I was finishing my first book. Lust, A Lady's Lust. Yeah, I wrote 2 anthologies on erotica. And no, it was horrible. But you know what? It paid the bills for a long time. So I'm just happy about that. Even though it was horribly, horribly, horribly written, I had a really bad. Oh, wait. Oh, I missed it. Dang it. Don't touch the phone, Tosh. Don't touch the phone. Um, Editor. So anyway, my biggest thing about that, and that was one of my other fears, getting that, yeah, 4 times, getting that baby pushed out. So I would tell the guy at the liquor store, I want my own box of Charms. Charms is a sucker about so big. And I wanted the whole box by myself. I wanted grape and I wanted apple. Okay, so then I go back next payday, get that, walk back home. Anyway, so my point is, so I'm coming home from the liquor store, and this chick who was like two of me, that was the best thing about living in Oakland. All the black men and Mexican men loved my big booty. Yes, they did. I loved it. So this big old huge ancient mama chick, and I'm a proper black woman. My mama raised me right. I look at the woman first and I say hello, and then I look at the man and I just nod. In case you guys didn't know, that's how it goes, okay? That's how it goes. So hello, what you looking at my man for? And it was in that instant, you have to tell yourself, fight or flight. Well, what the hell do I look like running from the liquor store with all my groceries and my suckers? And I don't want a broken sucker, because that's the best thing about having a sucker, right? I leave it in my mouth the whole time I am reading what I wrote at work, because I only work part-time, reading what I wrote and typing. I don't want a broken sucker, okay? So I said, okay, Tosh, here's your test. We want to have a good testimony. So I just said, no. I gave you greetings first and said hello. Perhaps you didn't see me when I nodded my head to you and said hello. Well, you bet it. I said, look, either you're going to leave me alone or I'm going to take out my gun and shoot you. I was in no way disrespectful to you or your man, which I don't want. And even if I did, I could have him anyway, but I don't want him. I see you're a happy couple. Leave me the fuck alone. Oh, you got a gun. Oh, yeah, and then she goes scampering off, right? Yeah, so the second time, I'm really glad. And this was my saving grace, especially in high school when I didn't want to wait till I got home to tell one of my 4 brothers or my 4 sisters to go kick your butt because you got up in my face. Yeah, see, so I come from a huge family. Well, the Vessups next door, there's 14 of them. But other than that, there were 3 Harrises, and all the 3 Harrises were like one huge family. So there was like 19 of us. Because you didn't know which Harris family I came from. I just said, I'm a Harris. And you're, oh, and that was it. So my other saving grace for Demetrius Jones, and if you ever watch my video, yes, I remember you. So my father, who I wouldn't see too often, actually stopped by probably to have relations. It was a Monday, so he was probably there Sunday night. You know, uh, left a peppermint stick because I love me some peppermint, y'all. Left me a peppermint stick. So I took it to, to school to show off like other kids do. And Demetrius Jones stole my peppermint stick on the bus. And so he wanted to poke fun at me even after we got to school. So I'll never forget this day because I'm not much of a fighter because again, I have 4 brothers and 4 sisters that'll beat your ass, okay? So, I got your peppermint stick. Blah, blah, blah. So you know what I did? Bam! Knocked him out. Yeah, my head was dizzy, but I was still standing. I was still standing, okay? Yeah, no, he didn't take my peppermint stick after that. He didn't. And even his sister, Tina Jones, if you tell anybody, I said, I'm going to tell your mother, because her mother, I forgot what religion her mother was. Some religion where girls don't get to wear pants, that, whatever, and go to the movies. Whatever that is what they were. So finally I got up enough oomph to tell her, well, I'm going to tell your mom, you let your brother, yeah, you let your brother steal my peppermint stick. And then she was afraid because, see, I grew up around black folk. Their parents, whatever was handy is what you got beat with. If it was an extension cord, an iron, the ironing board, brush, iron skillet, it don't matter. Whatever they could reach in their hands first is what they got hit with. I thank God we only got whacked, a couple of times on the butt because my mama's philosophy is, well, that's why God made it like that. Yeah, to get hit, to remind you of how to treat me and everybody else. You know, you do not disrespect people, even if they're not under this roof. When you go to, Salt's house, she doesn't like it when you wear shoes in the house. So take your shoes off when you get to her house. Now, LSP won't mind if you wear her, shoes in the house. You just got to talk soft because she has sensitive hearing. Remember when she came to dinner that night? She said she hears really good. So don't be talking loud in LSP's house, okay? You got to respect other people's privacy and their private space. That's how my mom was. So, the mess that he does, oh man, if my mama was here, she would go kick his butt. Yeah, I ain't got time for that. And I need to stay within the law because I don't think I'm going to be going anywhere anytime soon. So, and I got over that fear of black people. And then my fear of actually showing some skin. I'll never forget that day. I went and picked up my mother, brought her to my studio. Well, and I wore, back then I loved beige, anything beige. So I had on this very gossamer, beige, very long, um, skirt. Oh, it was like a gunny sack dress. Gunny sack is plain cotton. It's all flurry, flurry, flurry. And that was the first time in my life at whatever age, 35, 36, 30, whatever, however old I was in 1992, that I actually left the house with no bra on. I was so petrified. Because, skinny white girls, they could carry that off, but I'm still afraid for them that some guy's going to come and yank their top down. And I was still a little bit shy then. A little, just a little bit. Not as much as I was when I was younger. But I was still a little bit shy. So therefore, since I was shy and afraid somebody's going to be gawking at my nipples or something, I put on a beige, blouse, and you just let it hang. That was a scary day. But I'll never forget that day. My mother was so proud of me. She's, oh my God, my baby's finally growing up. I'm like, Mom, I don't think it's called growing up just because you leave the house without a bra on. Oh my goodness. Anyway, and then next fear and next fear, next fear, next fear, next fear, next fear. Now you have to remember too, Saul, I grew up in a house where things moved, spirit would move things. And not like Amityville horror. Yet I knew when my uncle was in the house because I could hear his feet crunching on the brand new carpet. And then I could hear him crunching his footsteps all the way to my room. And then you see the bed depress. And then I'd say, Mom! And then she'd say, Uncle Arnold, leave Tasha alone. And of course, at this point, I'm like sitting up in bed because I'm watching the butt seat, because he was a little guy. Sorry, Uncle. Uncle Arnold couldn't have been 5'2". Okay, okay. So you see what I mean? So I could see his little tiny butt print on the bed, depressing into the bed, and then getting up, and you could hear the crunch, 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 all the way back down the hallway to my mother's room. You know, and I always knew when Granny was around because she'd move. Yeah, I came. Yeah, yeah, grandmother, great grandmother, oh, the Ireland grandmother, yeah, and then like pecan, yeah, married. I mean, the Ireland grandmother, the grandmother that was married to my Irish grandfather, great grandfather, yeah. Uh, so my grandmother, my mother's mother, after she went home, she would always make that plant move. Okay, so my bedroom is here, and my bed is here, so the door is there, obviously, and the hall is here, and then the living room. I could look directly into the living room, and so the plant was hanging like this much past the wall, and I could see that plant move a lot, not just a little, but you know. And then when she was really trying to tell us something, she would light the bulb that hung over the plant. Yeah, so you grow up and you're thinking like every other buddy, but we clearly got told not to go around telling the neighbors because they would think they were crazy, and we would probably get evicted. So you don't tell people, you just grow up seeing things, hearing things, and it's normal, you know. So I thank God I had a grandmother who taught us. I had two grandmothers. I had my nana, my mother's mother, and then I had a great granny, Reverend Zitlow, from Redlands, California. And she's pretty much so Nana taught us, and then Granny taught us. So it's like you got two really awesome professors. This one teaches you from when you're born until you're 13, but you know better. You know how. You know not to be afraid, right? When you see something levitating, in the kitchen. And then this Granny taught us all about the seances and your different types of spiritual gifts. And ever since then, I have been teaching angels, teachers, and guides since I was about 18, and I still do today. So if anybody wants to know what their gifts are, how to use them, you can just leave a message. Um, and yeah, it can be as real, since I'm changing the topic now of the video. Sorry, guys, for those who don't like change. As, poltergeist or um, Amityville horror, blah, 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 blah. And this is why you learn from the beginning not to just go around dilly-dallying and things like that. I mean, sometimes I don't even listen to Witchy Jigger Paranormal on YouTube because, that attracts. They see your light and that attracts stuff. So, I'm quick to tell people, before you get started and get too deep in it, you always have to learn to protect and ground. Otherwise, it could be poltergeist. It could be Amityville horror. You know, could be. I'm not saying every situation is. That would be crazy to say that. So and I had to get over those fears too. Those fears of because I was young. I mean, I gave my first reading at what 13, 14, 15, something like that, and my testimony is, the throat swelled up and I could barely breathe or talk. I couldn't eat because you can't swallow and blah, blah, blah until I gave the message. And then after that, I vowed never to hold anything in again. So whether people like it or whether they don't like it, you're going to hear it and I'm going to get it out of me because I'm just a telephone. I'm just a telephone. If you don't like what you hear, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to keep it inside me and me take a chance on getting sick because I didn't deliver your message, you know? Yeah. Well, a lot of people choose not to, and I firmly believe that those are the people that could be in mental hospitals. And the people who stay so far out there, like I don't stay open all day. Like, no matter how many thousands of questions I get in Facebook Messenger, I don't just stay open all day. And so I tell you nicely in your instant messenger, thinking, it's just like, a liquor store. It might be open 24 hours a day, but sometimes there's just nobody at the register, right? No. Again, I don't stay open all day talking to spirits. That's dangerous. That's why there's a lot of people in mental hospitals. You know, uh, people really go crazy just staying open all the time, especially people who are potentially like me. I'm home a lot with myself and my dog. Now, don't get me wrong, I do go to the neighbor's house. I go to the neighbor's house, but I don't have a car. And sometimes it's just not in the budget to even, go to Wally World to get food, groceries. So, um, that's why in my mukbangs on this channel, I know you've subscribed already, I eat a lot of chicken. Or other junk food that I don't need to be eaten, but it's $5. And even the Uber is, $10 to get to Wally World. So sometimes a girl just got to get in where she fit in. Anyway, so I do readings here on Fridays, Salt. Or if you like, you can leave a message on Facebook, and I'll get back to you whenever Spirit gets back to me. Um, and I understand, a lot of people don't get it. They weren't raised like this. They were raised to believe in whatever, and that's cool. Yet there has to be some explanation, no, for all those little bumps in the night. I mean, there's a reason for everything happening under the sun, spiders included. you know, Scorpions included. That was another reason why I didn't want to move here. I assumed that there's going to be scorpions everywhere. No, there's not. Another reason to move to the second floor. Yeah, harder to climb up those stairs. um, I haven't seen one scorpion whatsoever since I lived here. And as a matter of fact, I haven't seen a lot of bugs. We had one uh, grasshopper swarm because Mother Nature decided to shake up things, and we got swarmed for like a week of grasshoppers. It was so amazing because for the whole year I never saw a grasshopper before. And then all of a sudden there's like 25 on my patio. And I'm like, God, is this like the end of days or something? She said no. I said, okay, thanks. Came back in, fried me some chicken, and did another mukbang. you know. So, but yeah, it's just like any other religion. It's interesting. It's good to know. To have more information is better, right? Along with, oh, let me incorporate. And for those of you who watch this later who don't believe in this, don't write to me about it. It's only my opinion, okay? All the other spiritualist types of religions. And yes, I understand you, they're into hoodoo. So it's different than voodoo. It's different than ATR. It's different than witchcraft. It's different than blah, 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 blah. And you know what? That's all well and good, boo boo. I'm a healer. So I want a little bit of all of it. Even the stuff out of the Bible, I want a little bit of that too. I want a little bit of everything to be the best that I can try to be. That's why I have to keep myself healthy. I don't walk a lot, but I do walk down to the pool and back. When I have the funds, I eat as many fresh vegetables as my body can stuff in there. And yet I know with all things it takes balance. So I can't just say I'm this and then you so and so tell me, "Oh, Tasha, have you tried such and such and such for bruises?" "Oh no, let me try some calendula for bruises, or some let me try the dandelion milk." So we don't have any dandelion here. So when I do get to like a park that does have real grass, I pick all the dandelion and other weeds I can, and I'm trying to regrow them again so I can use them in my healing practices. You know. So there's a purpose to everything under the sun. And what we don't understand, maybe we just don't want to understand it. It's not all evil. It's not all, hexing and I can't even think of the word. You know, it's not like how you think of it is on television. It's not. And 9 out of 10 times it's not. You know, so when I sit down to understand where you're coming from, then I can see better, right? When you sit down and understand and say, well, you know, Tosh, what do you think of da 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 and da da da? Well, that's, you know, sometimes the little black things on the wall aren't shadow people at all. There's just grandmother trying to come through, but she knew that was going to scare the shit out of you, so that's why you saw it and went, and now you're thinking, right? You're thinking. So that's why I love saying I'm a this, I'm a that, I'm, you know, blah 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 blah. Oh, bless your heart, honey. Okay, you can leave your question on Facebook if you could find me over there, Tasha L. Harris. All put together, and you could leave a question. Bless your heart. Thank you for being here. Okay, thank you. And you know, you just keep learning, and this little bit fits. We don't have to have the whole. Oh, okay. Thank you, my dear. Sweet. You can have a little piece of that. You can have a little piece of that. Yeah, sure. Go ahead. I don't mind people asking me questions. I mind the fact that other unintelligent people, unlike yourself, expect me to drop everything I'm doing to answer your question. You know, that's not nice. That's not nice at all. So, yeah, you can ask anything, anytime, honey. When they give me an answer, I'll reply back. So, you know, all of us could do a little bit better and complain less and be more appreciative and blah, 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 blah. If we just take a step back and, well, I got peanut butter, I got jelly. I think I have, you know, a scrap of bread left. Hey, I'm rich. I'm rich. I have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I'm so rich. Because I remember the day when I was homeless 3 times and I didn't have nothing for a week. Water. And, you know, if somebody at work that day said, hey, Tosh, I can't eat this. Do you want the other half of my sandwich? Then I'd say, heck yeah. You know, all of us only get in where we fit in. I'm just saying maybe we could fit in better by complaining less, trying to understand your perspective more. And you try to understand mine. I'm not, you know, I don't have my altar set up to be hexing people. That's a waste of energy. That's a waste thought process and a waste of altar space. I'm not here to be hexing you and wishing bad on you. And no, just like I'm not here to complain about you or try to change you. I'm going to change how I see you because I only know we only see in others what we see in ourselves. And if I believe in that statement, that means that there's something in me that's like you. So, what is it? I may as well figure out what it is and fix myself, right? I can't sit here. Even him downstairs, you know, I told him kindly, you need to turn the volume down when you come home from work. Yeah, the second time I was not nice. I was not nice at all because I need my sleep, you know? I need my sleep. And we all could just do with just remembering at some point in all of our human lives, somebody made fun of us or somebody hurt our feelings or some, you know, I don't really believe in that, right? Because you can't hurt my feelings without my permission. So it doesn't matter what you say. And I've been called a lot of things, including the N word several times. I mean, my mom just told me they have the right to be stupid. You can't change that. So it doesn't do you any good to get upset over a word. So I don't, you know? So now I just look for the good and pursue it. If I have something to complain about, I vent to one of my sisters and just say, okay, Tasha, let it go. It's time to let it go. You know, God help me to have tolerance and patience and, excuse me, kindness and all that other stuff that I need to be a decent human being. I'm not always good. I can't even lie to nobody and say that I'm always good because sometimes I do want to slap your face off with a brick because I temporarily forgot that I'm more than just a spirit. And the human side kicks in and say, yeah, but I gave you such and such and such. The least you could do is give me such and such back when I needed it and I asked for it, you know. And I have to remember, you're not driven the same way I'm driven. And I shouldn't expect anything back from anyone. If I gave you something, I give it. It's a gift. There's no thank you even. There's no I appreciate it, or I'll return the favor. There's none of that. When a gift is given, there should not be anything expected in return. Nothing. And I have to remind myself of that a lot. If for no other reason, now that I'm older, I do ask people for a lot of stuff, so and so. Hey, a girl is out of chicken. I mean, could you go buy some jewelry so I can get me a box of Popeyes? Something. And then even doing that, and they say no, I'm not going to sit here and think, well, I made you an $80 eye pendant and I only, gave it to you for $20, and that's my fault. They were smart enough to say no. I should have been smart enough to say no too, huh? And then that's the time you reach and you get your mirror and say, okay, Tasha, let's put yourself in check. Let's adjust your crown. Okay, now, put your big girl panty on and keep it pushing. Can't sit around here complaining. Well, you didn't do to me what I did to you. Neener, neener, neener. No, please. The world already has too much of that, and I'm not going to sit here and complain about him. I'm not going to complain about you. I'm not going to complain about my back. I'm not going to complain about anything. There's too much to be grateful for. 2 years ago, this time, I didn't know I was going to be here. Okay, I knew because I did my treasure map and I had several dreams about it, blah, 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 blah. So, in the back of my mind, I knew I was going to be moving. But 2 years ago today, 3 years ago today, I was still frustrated and pissed because I lived in an 8 by 10 room in a house full of 10 cats and a big old huge dog that was dirty and dusty all the time and hair everywhere, so I was too busy being overwhelmed with that and staying in my 8 by 10 room with all my, I don't know, 42, 43 boxes of stuff. That was all I had left in the world, so then, yeah, I complained a lot. And it didn't do any good. Just gave me high blood pressure, so why do it? Why do it, And now I'm just so grateful. I finally have a chair, this one, and I can just look out into the beautiful sky, mountains. I have a tree that's still alive, thank God, to watch the birds sit and play in. I need to water that one. I need to go take a 5-gallon thing of water to that one. Make sure it stays alive. The other 3 trees, I keep writing to them so that maybe they could save them by, I don't know, maybe digging a hole and put some water in it. I don't know. Something. It just so annoying to see trees die because you are too lazy to come out and fix the water little thing that sticks up out the ground to trickle the water on the trees, So instead of complaining about it, I just go out there on my walk every day and I touch them and I pray for the trees. That's it. That's it. So must be around 3 o'clock nap time. So let's all stop complaining a little bit. Let's stop complaining about others because you can't change others. You can only change yourself, And leave other people alone. You don't know why they do whatever they do. Maybe they're crazy. I know some days when I'm not in my right mind, I don't talk on those days. Well, I talk to my sister. One of my 3 sisters or my brother or something. Or my niece. I don't talk like this publicly. because I know some crazy shit might come out of my mouth. And I don't want that to happen, especially maybe if your child or somebody is watching, and say, oh, Mama Tasha's crazy. Yeah, she knew she was crazy that day, baby. It's okay. She ain't crazy every day. But I gotta tell you, this is so beautiful. And I am so thankful. It is so beautiful. Mm, mm, mm. See, so I'm gonna get off of here and I'm just gonna enjoy my view. My beautiful, beautiful view. Yeah, there's two house roofs in the picture, but that's okay. My baby mind can look right through those, straight to the mountains. Yeah. And it feels so good. Feels good to be here with myself in peace. No roommates. Blah, 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 blah. Why did you put this here? Why did you put that there? Why did you eat my last donut? Blah, blah, blah. Or, whatever. I have a friend that has, I have a couple of friends with roommates, of course. And just listening to them talk, oh, I'm so thrilled I live with only myself. Yep, it's nap time. And on that second yawn, I'm going to let you go. Be good to you first. Love yourself. Then stop complaining. Venting is not the same as complaining. Venting is when you talk about something once, okay, maybe twice, but that third time, that's complaining. And that does absolutely no good. None. So, I am going to get off here and I'm going to take me a little nappy poo and then I'll get back on the bench to do some work and keep it pushing. So, I love you like a fat kid loves cake. Be good to you and I will see you next time. Bye, 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 bye. Mwah. I love you guys. Bye.